right, man, look, we got us a video. This is called the streaming industry keeps getting worse. Let's get it.
And when I found out who that person was, you're done, okay? And it's getting handed out, and you keep forgetting that.
Since me and Kai Cenat are single, should we go on a dub? Bro, these niggas that be making these false tweets and lying under the false, like, a lot of these, we'll see this a lot of the times where niggas just get on the internet lying, and it gets taken and ran with because they're acting as these, bro, 1.4 million views, yes. And they're lying and taking it and running it with it as this credible source. And like, this is
people. I got management. I got people. People like,
should know it's a joke. Yeah. There's a difference between doing it. You're faking like you're the account. You're not. Like, it's just weird. And some people will see it in passing and just report on it. And then it just gets spread. It's like constantly spreading misinformation. It's a little just
yes,
wild.
I know your location. It was no late.
Like, how low of a person do you have to be to use cancer to clickbait to get impressions? You know how much of an actual loser you have to be to use cancer to clickbait?
Like, this is like this channel. Like, bro, why does this have a gold check mark? That means it's associated with a business. It's been 41 days since FaZe Clan, Sabathon, and FaZe Lacy Styles and Senta. Like, nigga, they're just like, they're lying. They're getting on here and lying. And because they have these check marks and shit, niggas think they're credible sources.
For impressions? Like, that's sad. That's weird. Like, that you have to just really, like, actually, like, I raised money for breast cancer because of my mom had breast cancer. And for a page to just, like, use that just to get impressions, and not only that, but lie about it to get impressions, it's so weird.
Since the monetization of content, we've seen nasty creators do nasty things in order to boost viewership. Clickbaiting is the phrase that started it all, but now this has just turned to rage bait / fake news / disgusting clip pages, putting out fake captions.
Literally. Or what they'll do is they'll take somebody's clip out of context and not being like, bro, there was a clip of Duke talking about something his homeboy, a whole different homeboy did, where he wasn't like, where his girl cheated on him or whatever. Somebody took that and put it like he was talking about Kai Cenat, and just niggas ran with that. Niggas was like, oh, Duke Dennis is a L mans, and oh, if she was cheating on him, why you ain't tell him? Like, why didn't you go to him with this information? Why'd you come on live? Mind you, he's talking about a whole different situation. But niggas will take that and run with it and fucking lie in these captions for views.
In order to entice viewership, in order to get those 2 cents off of X. The lies, the false narratives, all used to confuse an audience and ultimately galvanize a collection of people against a certain creator in order to do 2 things: prop up a different creator and make those pennies. And we're here to look at how damaging that stuff can be to the entire ecosystem as a whole. If you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Us unemployed have got to stick together. Think of it as a gift from you to me during this holiday season. Now, let's get back into the video. Now, just a month ago on this channel, we talked about how these clip pages have gotten out of control and how this secret behind the scenes component in the streaming industry that people were taking seriously would be the downfall of the streaming world.
Literally. Some drama where it got a kick or logo on that motherfucker. Do your research.
I will now be suing every clip that is posted about me that is with a stake logo that is out of context to try to get hate on a situation that is not even happening. And then I see all these idiots in the comments, oh, Lacy this, Lacy that. How could Lacy do this? It's not real, bro.
Oh, no, the worst thing I hate is you go on TikTok and it's a false ass caption that just did not happen, and everybody believes that.
Yes.
And somehow since that video, especially with all the drama that's been going on in the streaming world, this problem has just gotten worse. It's
literally
no longer used to spread these fake narratives and storylines, but ultimately it's ruining the careers of these content creators and hurting their relationships with other streamers. Now, typically when you see these types of pages, you think of the big guys, the Feared Bucks, the Scuba Ryans, you know, these guys just acting as the CNN or MSNBC type of pages for the streaming / internet entertainment industry. Real credible places and spaces to get news about what's going on. You know, no funny business, no gimmicks. But the
legit, like, I ain't gonna lie, I give it to Fearbuck and I give it to Scuba Ryan. Scuba Ryan used to be one of the bad ones though. Scuba Ryan did used to be one of the bad ones, and then I guess his page got too popping, and he flipped it around because the nigga was probably getting hit with defamation or something. But he used to be one of the bad ones, bro.
Elon Musk introduced monetization on X. TikTok introduced, the creator rewards program that rewards you for getting a bunch of views. And all this ultimately means is, hey, we need to get as many views as possible to our different platforms. And for what it's worth, and I can honestly say this sitting on the side of somebody who creates commentary YouTube videos, is that rage bait, negative stuff, anger baiting, all those things like that generate more views than positive stuff. Hell, even if it's not 100% true. And so now there's this incentive for these platforms to make fake stories in order to spread these different narratives, because ultimately views equal dollars, whether it be from the platform or from outside sponsorships. The most recent example that I can think of is this Kai Cenat Gigi breakup situation. A story populated that Kai Cenat's ex-girlfriend Gigi started cheating on him with NBA YoungBoy of all people, and that's the reason why she broke up with him, or he broke up with her.
Yeah.
Now, the source of this allegation was none other than DJ Academics, but the problem is that
there's no clip. There's no, bro. When I saw that niggas was saying, "Oh, she cheated on him with YoungBoy via DJ Academics," DJ Academics said it on live. I'm like, why would he say that? So I'm looking for the clip. Clip is nowhere to be found. The clip is nowhere to be found, chat. Nigga just tweeted all that and said DJ Academics said it on his live, and niggas ran with that. Didn't see the clip, didn't see nothing. Just saw 2 pictures, a caption, and said, yeah, DJ Academics said this. Didn't look for a clip, didn't nothing. There was nothing.
Academics never said any of these things.
Some rumors going around that Kai
Bro.
Cenat's girlfriend Gigi is cheating on him with NBA YoungBoy via DJ Academics on his live stream. Now, y'all want to know the truth about this? Because I got all the details.
Tell us.
I got 4K proof. Now let me stop. I got 4K proof. Here's the thing, chat. This is not true. And bro, I just want to tell y'all this, man. I know all y'all be loving Kai and whatever, and this is why I realized, like, yo,
they basically framed him.
Me
Oh
and
yeah,
Kai,
for
we've
sure.
talked, not recently, but like we've talked multiple times, just offline and shit like that.
They
Man.
just used, they framed that nigga DJ Academics, and because sometimes he does be having a scoop on these relationships, niggas took that and ran with it. Like rampant.
When y'all love a nigga, y'all be just attacking other motherfuckers no matter what. Bro, how I get caught up in the group chat?
What's interesting in this situation is that DJ Academics goes on in that.
Is it a rumor? Is it for real? It's dead ass a rumor. DJ Academics never said that. Niggas just saw that tweet and ran with it.
Monologue to talk about how he streams to a massive amount of audience, and due to him streaming to a massive amount of audience on a nightly basis, you would think that there was some sort of clip that would support these claims, but ultimately there never was. People just took this and ran with it.
Academics reported that Kai Cenat's girlfriend Gigi is cheating on him with YoungBoy, and I said it on a live stream that I stream to 15,000 people every night. 15,000 people. And there's not one video clip of me saying this.
Yeah.
And people are running with it. Yo, Axe said this. Bro, come on, man. Y'all got to stop this, man. Y'all got to stop. Bro, I look at my DM. It's all the wide linebackers, all the big back chicks from Shade Room. They're threatening to kill me. Yo, Kai, you got to put a statement out, gang. Please.
Now, Academics isn't a squeaky clean church mouse, and we'll get to him in just 2 seconds, but it's amazing the things that a lie can do to the people that are involved in it. We're not just talking about this affecting DJ Academics. When Kai Cenat took to Twitter to report that he was single and never going to be in a relationship again, this story picked up headwinds. So much so that it seemingly impacted
Bro, literally, because that tweet was tweeted when it was, and then Kai went online saying, I'm single and I'll never be in a relationship again. Niggas took that and ran with it and started calling her all types of names, calling her hoes. Even I was hearing the rumors. That's why when we talked about it, I was like, I hope she's not that stupid to do that. But you know what I'm saying? It don't make sense. But it's easy for that story to coincide with what he said. So it's like, you as a creator, you still do have to watch what you say when you get on the internet, because you never know what's happening and who's lying on you. That'll also coincide with what you're putting on the internet, bro. And it just made it look bad. And like, niggas dogpiled her, and they don't even know the real reason why them motherfuckers broke up.
Gigi, his ex-girlfriend, when she came to the internet and posted her comments about the situation. She said, and I quote, "I left. Now you want to get on the internet and rush to paint a false narrative about me. off a fake Twitter post is insane. I never cheated on him, and you know that. I have never dealt with that man. Play that sympathetic role somewhere else, please. But Gigi, sweetheart, I'm here to tell you, Kai never ran with this narrative either. So now we have two people in an actual relationship, or what was an actual relationship, consuming this BS, this nonsense, and this slop, and it's ultimately dividing them further than where they were. Another problem with these lies is that once one lie happens, more lies get added onto that lie, only supporting it. Mind you, none of these things are attached to the truth at all. This tweet is talking about Kai Cenat revealed that he had bought a house, a car.
Black American woman cry crocodile says one thing black men date exclusively white women. Kai Cenat revealed that he bought a house, a car, and was forking out $100K allowance to his girlfriend every month. She cheated on him with Kai Cenat's friend who has 13 baby mamas allegedly. Black women do not know how to hold on to gender. Like, do you see how like this runs into a whole different, like, what the fuck are we doing? This tweet does nothing but does it's literally a fucking a gender gap. It does nothing but tick away at the gender gap and what do you bring to the table and why are black men this lie was for no reason. This came out of nowhere. It's literally just fueling more hate. That's why I feel like the gender wars and the whole who you date and all this bullshit is such bullshit, because there's accounts like this that aren't even fucking real, that are just, bro, niggas are farming fake shit for engagement and for money, and it's accounts like this that fuel that narrative, that fuel a already burning flame where it's uncontrollable. Literally, it's a fucking forest fire that we can never fucking put out. But it's like having a forest fire, right? That you're actively trying to put out, and then somebody comes and pours gasoline all over that motherfucker, and it reignites that motherfucker. Legit shit every fucking time. That's why I think the gender wars and the whole, what do you bring to the table? Shut the fuck up. Sometimes if we just shut the fuck up and find somebody that you like, we wouldn't have accounts like this that are able to just get, but like, you niggas feed into this stupid shit.
And was forking out $100,000 allowance to his girlfriend every single month. And then she proceeds to cheat on him with Kai Cenat's friend who has 13 baby mamas. What type of shit is this? And this tweet is currently sitting at 1 million views.
Literally.
Now, of course, there's a common theme in this situation. There's a blue check mark. There's bots in the comments section. She's responding to every single reply simply because that's how you rack up engagement, aka dollars, on the platform. But at what expense? At what cost? Another common theme on platforms like Twitter or TikTok is the miscaptioning of already existing clips, meaning they take these clips that already exist in some way, shape, form, or fashion, chop them up for their own nefarious gain, and then put a caption that has nothing to do with anything that's going on in the clip. Because these streamers and content creators spend so much time online, they say anything that can be taken out of context. And because a lot of people don't consume these people's content on a regular basis, they're not gonna notice the subtle differences as to what's going on. We're talking about haircut changes, we're talking about room changes, everything just seems up to date because the content was published recently. Let's take a look at this clip. In the caption, it reads, Duke Dennis
I was literally... Oh, wait, talks about the David. Oh, I wasn't even talking about the David situation. Says people should do their research before they make any conclusion since nothing is confirmed. What?
Good situation. Says people should do their research before they make any conclusions since nothing is confirmed. For those that don't know, David is the singer who is on the run for allegedly ending the life of his 15-year-old girlfriend. Now, David is somebody who is a legal adult, so this is a totally messy situation after her body was found in a Tesla. And let's listen to what Duke Dennis has to say about the David situation.
It's so fucked up. I've been seeing everything that bro been going through, and it ain't even my business, so I'm not gonna speak on like what he should or shouldn't do. This is one of my biggest fears, and that's to be embarrassed. This is supposed to be his month, his week. The end of his year is supposed to be so great and so happy. The internet done found a way to completely ruin this moment for him.
But the problem with that clip, and
He's,
just like any,
and he like, bro, do you see how they lie? He wasn't talking about that shit at all. I don't even think he ever heard a David song. But they just got on that bitch and lied.
Of these other clips by some of these clip pages like DGen Clips is that Duke Dennis is not talking about the David situation. Duke Dennis goes on to tweet, what's funny about this, I don't even know who David is. That's why I don't get on here no more, because everything on this app is fake and y'all believe it. If you watch
Literally.
that clip in the context of this video, it probably stood out to you that it was chopped up. It was interesting how there was no name explicitly said in the conversation. And, you know, it just didn't feel right. But for somebody who's consuming those clips on the internet, it can easily seem as though Duke Dennis is talking about the David situation. And that
Legit.
would ultimately make Duke be some sort of nasty, scummy person. And that's not just me believing it. As I scroll through the comment section of the video, that's exactly what they're saying. Now, since that tweet has been posted, and this is where I'm definitely holding these platforms accountable, Twitter has put a community note on it.
Said nothing about it. It's taken out of context from all. But you know what's so crazy is the readers had to add context, but they allow this shit to still stay up. Like, it's just, like, if you can put a community note on it, you can take the tweet down. Just get, like.
But ultimately, my question is, why is this not taken down? Why does
Literally.
this clip that's clearly misinformation as told by the community and is acknowledged by Twitter get to continue to exist on the platform? Especially because Twitter has a baked in reel/short form type system where you can scroll through them and not
you
have
won't
to see
see
that
that,
community
literally.
note. It's easy to see how somebody could consume this and not read this warning label and still go on to believe that this person is disgusting, even though it's been debunked. You're probably looking at this and asking, like, why would people even be going about doing this? Well, there's a couple of different reasons. And this is why I said
Money.
academics wasn't scot-free in all this. For one, it's to make a certain type of creator look worse than what they are.
Literally.
Some of it in an attempt to prop up their favorites, some of it because these are like kids who are just angry at a certain level of creator. I remember when Aiden Ross brought on Kick Champs, which is another one of those clipping platform pages, onto his stream. He literally said the reason why he does these sorts of things is because he hates Kai Cenat.
I post a lot of positivity.
No, you don't, bro. No, you
Let me
don't.
move my camera, bro.
I only post Kai hate because Kai is like, he's racist.
What?
I was Kai racist.
Yeah, where do you get that from, bro?
Because he only accepts black people into AMP. He denied you because you're white.
Nigga.
Like,
what?
bro,
That's the reason why.
Do you see the fucking delusion? Do you see the delusion in this? Like, and he believes this wholeheartedly. He only accepts black people into AMP. Nigga, he was the last person to join AMP. What the fuck are you talking about? How is he gonna accept somebody into a group he was the last person to join? He's like, I'm gonna just put it out there. Fucking. I think you can look at this nigga's face and see he's not all the way there. He has no fucking critical thinking skills. This nigga's an idiot.
That's the reason why you hate Kai, because I'm not an AMP?
No, it's just like, it's multiple things. He's just...
One, the monetization of content means that views are king. Even if it means you're loud, even if it means you're wrong, even if it means you're nasty, even if it means you're disgusting, getting people to click on your content, whether it be to hate, whether it be to love, is the ultimate end goal. Views are the end goal. So with that being said, content creators do whatever they can in order to get people to click. That way they get the engagement and that way they get the money. And the second system that is built on top of that is the whole concept of being first to market in these situations means that even if I don't have all the information, I need to be one of the first people to get the information out. Recently,
Literally.
world famous boxer Anthony Joshua got into a car accident, and DJ Academics, told you he wasn't squeaky clean, would take to one of his pages and tweet out some of the nastiest stuff in the world. Two people lost their life in that
Legit. Oh my god, this shit had pissed me off too, bro.
tragic accident. And instead of doing his due diligence and waiting, Academics jumped the gun intentionally and said, Anthony Joshua
Has killed 2 others in a car crash. Nigga, he didn't kill anybody. They fucking crashed the car. They crashed the car and 2 niggas on one side died. Anthony Joshua was in the he was also almost a victim of the same car accident. Like, just lying.
has killed 2 others in a car crash. And of course, because it was salacious, it got a bunch of engagement and it got a bunch of views. But because this was the wrong story, Academics got a lot of fire for it and had to end up redacting that sentiment and apologizing and acknowledging it on his live stream.
Just incorrect information going around. You know, I think we should all wait for like official sources to kind of give us a debrief of what happened. As well, I think a post did go out via one of my pages that was absolutely incorrect, and I believe it was taken down. I wasn't even aware at the time when it went up, but it was taken down as quickly as it was realized that the information wasn't correct. But yeah, it's just a very sad situation.
Yeah,
just
but like
incorrect
you
information
allowed
going
your
around.
like
Anthony Joshua was in the backseat of the car. He
Legit.
sustained injury in this accident. 2 of his friends' lives were lost.
Legit.
And because there's a system that was created for there to be some sort of monetization for salacious news and the first to market system that is also enabling this type of behavior, academics went way over the line and gave a weak ass apology as a way to try to, heal wounds. Trust me, ACK is disgusting in my eyes for that sentiment, but a system is also nasty. The last reason I want to highlight that this situation exists and probably will continue to exist is because these streamers and content creators believe that they need these fake pages,
yep.
these clip pages, these disingenuous, information platforms in order to be successful and have careers. A few months ago, Neon highlighted how much he spends on clippers. I think it was like $1 million a month, some outrageous number a month.
Legit shit. I legit know how much he spends on clippers a month.
Which I can kind of verify is true. And if you ask him, it's a necessity. He owes his life to the Clippers because if the Clippers don't exist, who's going to watch him?
This is why I don't think that's true. Because companies, right? Companies, are they watching streams? Are they going on Twitch looking at streams, twitch.tv/neon, twitch. Whatever? No. They're seeing the clips. They're scrolling. The executives, they're scrolling. They see the shit come up on their phones. Collabs. You hit up someone. They're not, fucking Kevin Durant's not watching a Twitch stream, right? He's seeing clips. He's like, oh, this dude's funny as fuck. Let me bring him on. Or let me do some shit with him. The clipping industry is bigger than ever, and the Clippers need to get more respect for making careers. The Clippers made my career, right? They made my fucking career, bro. No one sits down. The idea of sitting down watching streams is starting to die out, and it's more about scrolling. They want to see quick shit. Their minds are fucked. The world is so cooked. I'm the same way. Motherfuckers are scrolling every second, right?
Imagine being a slave to a platform or a page that is putting out fake clips about you, ultimately because you want Kevin Durant to watch your shit. While there is a sprinkle of truth in what Neon is saying, what he's not realizing is the detriment and the harm that these clip pages can, ultimately set up. But that's because he's fueling the machine. When the day comes when he is no longer fueling the machine, which I think is going to happen, he too will be a victim of the same clipping situation. And he will be screaming from the rooftops like I Show Speed or like Lacey, saying that he's going to take legal action against these people.
Sure was. And when I found out who that person was, you're done, okay? And it's getting handed out. And you keep forgetting that I got fucking people. I got management. I got fucking people. I got people who like works for Twitter, high up. So, and I know all this shit. So, and yes, it was.
Of a person you have to be to use cancer to clickbait to get impressions. You know how much of an actual loser you have to be to use cancer to clickbait for impressions?
Legit.
Like, that's sad. That's weird. Like, you have to be genuinely, actually, I raised money for breast cancer because of my mom had breast cancer, and for a page to just, use that just to get impressions, and not only that, but lie about it to get impressions, it's so weird.
Part of my predictions for 2026 is that we're going to see streamers actively log off more. And a major reason why is because of this fake, false narrative culture that is going around with these clipping pages. The thing is, these streamers have other ways to survive. So if they starve these stream pages and clip pages, ultimately they will die out. But what it means is you won't be able to see your favorite creator going into the next year. I would love to see more legal action happen. I would love to see these platforms be banned. I would love to see any platform in which these fake and false narrative pages exist actually take a stand for truth and justice and say, yo, we do not want this slop on our pages. But this will probably continue as long as there's some sort of monetization platform set up, as long as there's some sort of first to market incentive set up, and as long...
I feel like there's not going to be a great change up until about maybe 2 to 3 years. Every 2 to 3 years, some shit changes in the becoming a big streamer. I give it another year, maybe another year and a half, to where the narrative is going to change and the next big thing for the streaming industry is going to change. But it's going to take some time, bro. It's going to take some time, and these niggas is just going to keep lying and try to make their dollars real quick. It's like scammers, bro. Scammers are going to always find a new way to scam, bro. Instead of finding a job and actually doing something productive, they're just going to find, if their scamming way gets patched, they're going to find a new way to scam. So it's like, you just, as long as if you dry them out, they're going to find a new way, but it's going to take them some time to recuperate that new way, bro. Okay. But W video, shout out Omar, man.